Hey kids, welcome to Weekend Roundup, where we talk about all the past week's news in movies and TV and what we think about it.
Yep.
I'm Scott, hosting kind of this thing, and
I'm Matt. We are Fuzzy Loaf.
we are Fuzzy Loaf. So we just saw Avengers: Age of Ultron yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Posted a review about that right after we saw it.
Yep.
It's a long review. It's more of a discussion about.
Yeah. Well, it's
movie.
hard because I don't want to do just like a short review. I want to talk about all the stuff.
I want to talk about it.
Want to have a discussion.
Yeah.
So comment, watch it, and comment only if you've seen the movie because we do get into spoilers.
It's major spoilers. So comment and let us know what you thought, and we'll definitely comment back and keep a dialogue going because we're just nerds looking for people to talk about nerdy stuff with us.
Yeah.
So let's get into it. Matt, is there any topic that you want to talk about first? Otherwise, I got something in mind.
If you have something in mind, we can go for that first.
Let's X-Men.
Okay. So
you saw the set photos, right?
Yeah, there was. Well, I think I've seen all of them, but there was a bunch that leaked.
Yeah, there were quite a few.
Yeah, and
you saw Nightcrawler though, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say Bryan Singer officially tweeted out or Instagrammed whatever it was, a picture of Nightcrawler, and it looked like it was like a movie stylized poster.
Yeah,
looked good.
Yeah, I thought he looks good. His haircut looks kind of dumb to me.
Well,
I was hoping for like the shorter hair, but I mean, I guess it's supposed to be 80s.
Yeah,
probably would have that haircut.
Yeah, I loved it was a very 80s photo or some very 80s photos. They were wearing a lot of 80s clothes.
Yeah,
it looked like it was straight out of the 80s. It was great.
I'm like, man, I'm actually pretty pumped for this movie.
Did you see the set photo that I think Bryan Singer also tweeted this one out, but maybe it was one of the like cinematographers or something. They had a set where they were going to the movies, and it had a Return of the Jedi.
Yeah,
that's fantastic.
Yeah, it takes place in 1983.
Yeah,
so I kind of like how they're doing like each movie takes place 10 years after the first one.
Yeah.
So, sorry. Just a heads up, my allergies. It's allergy season here in Minneapolis, and I have them really bad. So this past week, I've been dying.
Yeah,
pretty much. So I'm struggling to not sniffle through, but there's no promises because I'm just trying to breathe.
What did you think about Jubilee? Because I know you're really excited about seeing her.
I thought she looked just like Jubilee.
Yeah,
it was so cool.
Were there any that you didn't think looked good? Because I know we got Jubilee, Jean Grey, Nightcrawler, and Cyclops.
No, I thought they all looked really good.
Okay. Yeah, I thought the same. I think that the casting for the young X-Men is like spot on.
Yeah, they basically got everyone that all the fans and everyone said they should get for each character.
Yeah, I don't know. Did you hear the other? This is a rumor going around that, and I think this is. I don't know why people would think that this isn't true, but X-Men Apocalypse and Wolverine 3 are probably Bryan Singer's last run for X-Men.
Well, he's not doing Wolverine 3.
He's attached as like a producer or something.
Producer, not a director.
Yeah, but still.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a bit like Joss Whedon. He's leaving the MCU. He's done it for a few years. Kind of makes sense.
I'd like to see someone else have a turn at the X-Men. I would honestly been thinking about this. I'd love to see Joss Whedon direct an X-Men movie.
I don't think Joss Whedon is going to touch a Marvel movie, even if it's not
by Marvel Studios.
Yeah, but even if it's not, I don't know. I think he's done.
Just see it staying away.
Yeah.
I mean, I would like to, because he did Astonishing X-Men.
Yeah.
I would just like to see his take on an X-Men movie.
Yeah. My only thing with the X-Men is we really have only gotten a coherent story from the last X-Men movie and this one. The rest are kind of, I don't know.
Yeah.
Not great. So it's like I don't know what else I want to see the X-Men do. I really don't want to see more Wolverine. And after this, I'm probably not going to want to see more Jean Grey or Cyclops because
I don't know. We haven't really gotten any Jean Grey or Cyclops.
Yeah, we have.
Barely.
The first 3 movies.
Okay,
they were done really poorly, but I'm
it wasn't even like the real characters. We barely got any Cyclops.
I'd rather.
Cyclops is one of my favorite X-Men.
I'd much rather see like X-Men New Class or something like that, or you know what I mean?
Like a new class of
X-Men. Yeah, like the younger or next generation. Whatever.
Yeah. Interesting.
Because I think like I said, the last movie was really great, and I'm sure I'm gonna like this one. But
where do you go from Apocalypse?
Yeah, exactly.
He's like the biggest bad of the X-Men.
There's not really much left to explore.
Not really.
We've already done the whole Magneto storyline.
I don't know a whole lot about X-Men.
Yeah, I guess I don't know much besides the like 90s cartoon.
Yeah.
I watched that. That was about it.
Because X-Men is very convoluted, and I think trying to do some of the classic X-Men stories, like they did a good job with Days of Future Past, but trying to do some of the other X-Men stories on the big screen just won't translate well to like regular audiences.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of time travel and junk involved in X-Men.
Yeah.
And it's just a mess, really.
Yeah. Okay, so I think that's it for all of the X-Men news. Keeping on with Marvel's, I know we talked about this yesterday, but keeping on with Marvel, Mr. Fantastic powers slightly change in the new Fantastic Four, or their explanation for his powers, which I think is dumb, because their explanation was he warps
space around him.
Yeah, to try to make it more realistic or something
like
that.
All you have to say is about his powers, he stretches. That's all you have to do. You don't have to explain anything else.
Yeah,
we don't need a scientific explanation for his powers.
I hope that we don't get a scientific explanation for all 4 of their powers, because all of their powers are ridiculous and none of it should be able to be explained scientifically.
No, he doesn't have to for any of that stuff.
Yeah. More Marvel news, I guess, a little bit. We have some speculation that Baron Zemo is going to be in Captain America Civil War.
No, we know he is.
We know he is?
Yeah.
Okay.
That one guy is playing.
Yeah, Daniel Bruhl. I thought that was a rumor. That's why I said it like that.
Yeah. Well, last night we got big news that Josh Trank apparently is stepping down from a Star Wars Anthology film. And a lot of the word on the internet is that he got canned because of his work on Fantastic Four and a lot of other stuff that Lucasfilm and Disney were just like, nope, fuck you, dude. You're out. We don't want you anymore. You're like, oh, God, my nose is just like, it's leaking. It's leaking.
Yeah. Well, and you said that he was supposed to appear at Star Wars Celebration, but he didn't.
No,
and
they said he was sick.
Yeah, but my guess is him and the studio had parted ways by then. They just hadn't announced it. They didn't want to announce it and ruin Star Wars Celebration. You know, they didn't want people to go, what's going on here? They wanted people to go, oh, Star Wars Anthology Rogue One looks really cool, and Star Wars Episode 7
because they never said a single thing
BB-8.
about the anthology film that he was supposed to be working on.
Yeah. Well, and it makes sense because it's still like, what, 2.5 years out? Something like that?
But if the rumors of this shooting of Fantastic Four are true, the dude's just a shithead.
Oh, I haven't heard any of the rumors about
apparently the studio had to pay out like $100,000 in damages to a house that they like rented out for him or whatever in New Orleans when they were filming. Like he just like screwed up the house and like he was just awful. And they basically like Simon Kinberg and like some other producers basically had to like step in to just like pull the film together and finish it.
Maybe. Yeah. I don't know.
Well, that's rumors. Like we don't.
Yeah. Is Chronicle his first film that he directed?
First film that he did.
And then Fantastic Four is the second. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's getting to his head. You know, he's got signed on for Fantastic Four and a Star Wars movie. And he's probably like, fuck it. I'm awesome. I can do whatever I want.
And well, then people are saying Kinberg, because Kinberg's very involved in the Star Wars movies and universe.
I think he's connected to both the Rogue One and the
he works in all the Star Wars, even Rebels and everything too.
Okay, cool.
And I think people are saying that he went to Lucasfilm and told them like what happened with Fantastic Four, and they're like, oh no.
Well, I understand. If I was working with somebody like that, I definitely would want to put the kibosh on any project that I had with them in the future.
Right.
I'd be like, fuck that.
But that's all rumor. We don't really know. The official statement is that he stepped down to do like his own original creative projects or whatever.
Yeah. But
it might just be Lucasfilm letting him like save face.
Yeah, when that's just it. Is they'll typically do that. You see a director or somebody walk away, and the studio will let them make it seem as if it was their choice, but really it was outside pressure.
Yeah,
I don't know. Who would you want to see direct? I mean, I guess we don't know what the second story was going to be, anyways, because they haven't announced any details about it. So
just like any kind of Star Wars film.
Yeah. Well, okay. So the anthology films are supposed to be less about the Force, more about like the actual, like, you know, Rogue One is going to be about bounty hunters.
Not bounty hunters.
Or about whatever you want to call them, mercenary. No,
Rebels.
There's the it's like an Ocean's 11 style heist thing is what they were
It's a
pitching it
war
as.
movie.
Huh. Maybe it's changed now.
Did you not see the stuff from Celebration?
No, I didn't really look at it.
Okay, yeah, that's why you don't know.
Yeah.
It's a war movie.
Well, see, they're
still going to steal the plans for the Death Star, but they're not bounty hunters. They're rebels.
Okay.
They're like the first rogue squadron.
But still, it's less about the Force. It's more about
nobody's
actual
Jedi.
people.
Yeah, they said no wizards in this one. It's all regular people.
No wizards. I love that. So who would you want to see direct like another Star Wars film?
Either Matthew Vaughn.
Oh, that could be really good.
Not like hyper violent because he did X-Men First Class, and that was like really good.
Well, here's the thing: is these are kind of ancillary stories. I think they could go with hyper violent. I think they could go with a rated R Star Wars film.
Star Wars movie.
Why not?
I mean, they could. That'd be awesome, but
because think about their fan base. Most of their fans are older, and they have some young fans who are going to see the main.
If anything, an anthology would be where to go for. Like, you would never want an R-rated main.
No, exactly, because it excludes people. But
Star Wars does get pretty dark.
Yeah.
Brad Bird.
Mm-hmm.
He would be really cool. He's my top pick for Fantastic Four. He already made the best Fantastic Four movie with Incredibles.
Yeah.
So I mean, I love to see him with the actual property.
Yeah.
Or I'd want him to do Star Wars. I think that'd be really cool. Because after I see Tomorrowland, I'll tell you what I think if he should do Star Wars or not.
It look I said, it looks really good tomorrow.
He was one of like the front runners for one of the movies. So,
I'd love to see like a really creepy, weird Drew Goddard version.
Drew Goddard version of Star Wars?
Yeah.
Or like Daredevil on Coruscant or whatever.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
I just don't know who I'd want to do. They got JJ, and he seemed to be like the one that made the most sense.
I want to see what I want with these anthology films is like a very different tone than the rest of the Star Wars movies. I want it to be like, I would love it if one is like, they have this war movie that it sounds like it's going to be more Star Wars, just minus the Force.
Yeah.
But I'd love to see one like you said, you want more noir films. That'd be really cool to have like a detective style. Yeah. Why not?
That would be pretty sweet.
In like
a sci-fi noir, like a Blade Runner.
And the universe is so big. Like I would love to see not necessarily a horror version, but like that's why I would love to have somebody that's like,
it's always been one of my favorite parts of Star Wars has been the droids.
Yeah.
And I would actually like to see a movie that I don't know how they would do it that focuses more on the droids.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't have to be like a comedy, but because I don't know, I always thought about it. The droids are basically like slaves.
Mm-hmm.
They have no rights as citizens, yet they clearly have like C-3PO, their own thoughts and emotions and everything. They are basically people.
Yeah.
But yet they're still treated like property.
Yeah.
I don't know. It'd just be interesting to explore that more, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know. And I
don't know if anyone else would be interested in that. Maybe I'd be the only one in the theater.
No, I would watch that. I think, Chappie did mildly well. And that's I
guess it could kind of be like
but think of a Chappie, but in the Star Wars universe. But that's what I think is so great about Star Wars is the universe is so expansive and we've only seen just a tiny glimpse of it. That it's like, I would love to see them explore more than just their normal action routes. Their, Jedi's chopping people's hands off and stuff.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Is there anything? Okay, so there's a few other big things. Hulu snagged the rights for Seinfeld reruns. This comes after, I think last week they had announced that they signed a deal with Turner for rights for Cartoon Network and TNT and TBS and Adult Swim. But people were saying that the Seinfeld reruns, Seinfeld alone was like 180 million for the streaming rights. Yeah. Well, because Seinfeld right now is not available to stream anywhere.
And now it will be on Hulu.
Yeah, only on Hulu, exclusively on Hulu.
People love Seinfeld. Yeah. I don't give a shit about
Neither do
Seinfeld.
I, but this is big for
This
Hulu.
is big news because it's basically the most popular television show ever.
Yeah, I don't get it.
I don't get it either, but
I
think this is going to get a lot of people to subscribe to Hulu Plus.
Yeah, I mean, I've had a lot of people ask me over the past couple of years now that I've been subscribed to Hulu, like, oh, is it worth it? And it's like, yeah, definitely for $7.99 a month or whatever it is. I think it's $7.99. It's totally worth it because I can catch up on, or I can watch the shows that are currently on TV that are on there at least. But quite a bit of the shows that I like are on there.
I use it more than Netflix now.
Yeah, definitely. I think Netflix has turned more into like I'm going to fall asleep to this, not I'm going to watch this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm going to put this on.
Hulu's nice because it lets you keep up to date on all your shows.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I don't have cable, so I missed this, or I don't, I missed The Flash last night. Oh, I can watch it on Hulu.
Yeah, the only annoying thing for me is things like Comedy Central. Like, I don't know if they understand. They're putting stuff out like 2 weeks late, and it's just kind of like, okay, now I'm not going to watch your show.
That is weird. Except because like the Daily Show and all those shows come up the day after.
Yeah, but it's like their big shows. So like Key and Peele, I think, was like 2 weeks behind. Amy Schumer is like 3 weeks behind.
That's weird.
Broad City waited until the end of the season. Then it posted 5 episodes, and then it posted 1 per week after that. And it's like, why would you do that?
That is weird.
Like, I don't understand. Why wouldn't you? Why do you care where your views are coming from?
That's so strange.
I don't know.
But yeah, I actually recommended Hulu to one of my friends I was over last weekend. There's the whole like Criterion collection of like films on Hulu. And he's like, whoa, you can't get this on Netflix. And we're like,
there's, I mean, that too. I watch it mainly for catching up on TV shows or watching like last week's episode.
I like that with Hulu Plus. I can watch on my phone and my PlayStation and stuff like that.
Yeah, but what's really cool is they do have a lot of films, and they do have old seasons of shows too.
A lot of documentaries. My roommate watches a lot of them.
And they have a lot of foreign television shows, so they're probably huge, not just in America, but I mean, there's a lot of like Spanish soap operas. There's a lot of like Korean shows that I have no idea. Yeah, I was like, I have no idea what they are, but
yeah. All right, so enough of blowing Hulu.
Sponsor us, Hulu.
Dragon Ball. Oh, your Dragon Ball's coming back?
No,
I added that to your notes there.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Dragon Ball Super is gonna be premiering this summer in Japan.
Okay, is original TV show?
Yep.
Okay,
and it's the first series in 18 years.
Yeah.
It's going to take place after the Majin Buu saga. It's going to ignore GT.
Okay.
I don't know anything about Dragon Ball, so this is just stuff I'm spewing out.
Oh, okay.
The original creators behind it, on like all facets and everything. And since this is definitely coming out this summer because they've been working on this for like a while.
Okay.
So
yeah, I don't know. I really liked the original Dragon Ball series. Wasn't a big fan of Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
It was a lot of like exposition and like, I'm gonna fly at you for 30 minutes and never actually hit you. And it's like, okay, that's not fun.
Yeah.
But Dragon Ball was highly inappropriate, very funny.
I should watch it sometime. My roommates love Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
They're huge Dragon Ball fans. And so I don't know anything about Dragon Ball. I had some of the action figures because I thought the action figures were cool as a kid.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I knew nothing else about it.
Yeah, I mean, I really liked the original Dragon Ball series, like I said. But
yeah.
I don't know. Depends. It's
I
want
to watch this new series then.
Yeah, it's really pervy. The original Dragon Ball series. It's so funny and so weird and so Japanese.
I should check it out then. I think it's on Hulu actually.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Hulu, we have some other streaming news. So 2 kind of things. NBC is pulling a page from Netflix's book, and there's a new David Duchovny series. Duchovny. I can't say it. It's whatever. Duchovny. There's CH. Duchovny. New series Aquarius. You can binge watch it if you subscribe to their NBC whatever bullshit. Their streaming service, which is funny.
Everyone has a streaming service.
Yeah. Well, everybody's trying to. I mean, Netflix and Hulu and HBO are probably
the reason I pay for
dogs.
Netflix and Hulu is because I can't afford cable.
Yeah.
When you get all of these companies doing their own streaming services for like $10 a month, I'm like, well, fuck, I can't afford that now either.
Yeah. Well, plus, is there really anything on NBC that you want to watch that you can't watch somewhere else?
No. The only thing I watch on NBC is The Tonight Show, and that's on Hulu.
Yeah. And then the other thing is Ellen DeGeneres is producing Green Eggs and Ham series for Netflix. We'll have 13 episodes. Do we care? Well, I guess it's not our
kids,
demographic.
It'd be probably great. But no, as a 20-something boy, I don't care.
Yeah. And then
No.
this is unrelated. Did you hear that 21 Jump Street is getting a spinoff?
Yeah.
Female cast.
Yeah.
Do we need a 20? Did you see
No.
22 Jump Street?
Oh yeah, I saw
Okay.
it.
I thought 22 Jump Street was actually better than 21 Jump Street.
I don't think it was better. I thought it was funny.
It was funnier. Yeah. I guess it was.
I can watch 21 Jump Street. It's one of those movies I can watch over and over again.
It's
great.
just the only thing I did not like was it was almost the exact same plot.
But that's the point.
Yeah.
It's a franchise that makes fun of franchises. So, and this is what I heard people talking about.
It's like one of those things like I'm a hipster to be ironic. It's like, but you're not being ironic because you're a hipster.
I think it's more being
hipster.
meta.
I don't know.
It's a franchise making fun of franchises. So where's the next step? Do you go, oh, you do the all-female reboot spinoff?
Part of me hopes that this is fake. And that
it's
this
Sony.
is
With Sony, I'm willing to believe any
but part of me is hoping that this is fake and that this is like them poking fun at Ghostbusters, being like, we're gonna have an all-female reboot.
And then you know what they also said,
an MIB crossover,
which would actually at first when we heard about
cool, but what the fuck? What in what world?
Well, I mean, that's another thing you do with the crazy franchise. Do the wacky crossover. That doesn't make any sense.
Do you think we'll get Will Smith?
No.
I would. It'd be so funny.
Awesome.
I guess he doesn't really do really raunchy.
If they could do MIB as like a rated R comedy,
yeah.
If they don't dumb down 21 Jump Street and they just bring MIB up to their level,
yeah,
then that would be.
Yeah, I just don't. It's weird because I didn't think about it. Will Smith doesn't do like raunchy, like that kind of comedy. So I don't know
anymore.
No, yeah, I don't know if you would go for it, but that'd be really funny to see.
When we heard about that in like the Sony leaks, everyone was just like, "That's so fucking dumb." But now that we've had time to kind of sit down, I'm like, "No, okay, I want to see what they do with this."
Yeah,
at this point, I'd love to see the characters from 21 Jump Street fighting aliens.
Yeah,
because that like fuck it, right?
Yeah,
where do you go from there? It's like with Fast and the Furious. Where do you go from here? Oh, they're gonna go to space. I don't know. I'm just guessing.
That's I was like, please don't
actually go to space. Take down a space shuttle or a rocket ship.
That would be
fast.
Just absurd. Just absolutely absurd.
I'll buy a ticket.
Yeah. Okay. That's most.
Is there anything else that you want? Anything else? I think we got most of the big.
Yeah, I think that's most of the big topics. Stories. I did want to talk about one thing though.
Okay.
Joss Whedon has lost his fucking mind. Week? No, we did not.
Okay.
We did not. Yeah, I think it came out over the course of this week as they were doing press. Release or doing
all the weeks
PR
are
stuff.
blending together at this point.
Holy shit, has he lost his mind?
What is he talking about?
He's like spewing off a bunch of stuff. One of the things that I thought was absolutely ridiculous and he had no reason to say it. Coulson is dead in the Avengers in Marvel Cinematic Universes, according to Avengers in the Avenger movies, but is alive according to Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. And when asked how that is, he said, well, Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't really matter. It's not a real thing. And it was like, what? You mean the show that you've been producing for 2 seasons doesn't add up to anything?
If you watch the show, it's pretty connected to.
Yeah.
Did you watch last week's?
I just watched it last night.
So you see, it's like a prelude to Avengers.
Yeah. And I feel like watching that, if I would have watched that first, I would have discounted reading what Joss Whedon said because Coulson not appearing in the movie doesn't affect it. No. It's still, it very clearly, And
it shows how Coulson had his hand with the Avengers, even though.
Yeah. I was going to say, I almost got into spoiler stuff, but Coulson very clearly ties into the movie. You just don't realize it.
Yeah. Coulson's got his own plans. Coulson is like kind of an Avenger, really.
Yeah, well, and Coulson is more behind the scenes, and what they are is covert ops. Basically, it's like we're gonna go in and do this stuff, then we're gonna give it to the big boys. Yeah.
So, I don't know, man. I don't know if working on that movie just broke him as a person, physically and mentally.
Yeah. I also think he had some sort of falling out with either Marvel Studios or Disney, just because of the things that he's been saying have been kind of unfavorable towards them, and he's been talking about how he's more excited to see like DC movies and stuff like that, and how he would love to work on a DC movie and all this
I'd love to see him work on a DC movie.
Yeah, I mean, and he's
Joss
one of those.
Whedon is still a really good director.
No, I'm not saying that he's a bad director. I'm just saying that he's lost his mind.
I think he just needs to take some time off.
Yeah,
take like a year off or a year or two off, and just relax. The thing that really was weird was he said he made more money from Dr. Horrible than he did from the first Avengers. Like, Joss, why are you saying this stuff? You don't need to.
Yeah. Yeah, and I mean that's the kind of stuff that can hamper. I mean, DC and Warner Bros. Might not
ruin
take
other
on
relationships with other studios.
They might not take him on if they know that he's gonna talk shit about them when the deal is done. You know, it's one of those things that you sign on for it knowing, regardless of if you know the movie's gonna do gangbusters or not. You sign on knowing this is how much I'm getting paid, and it's like you have to decide: am I happy with this amount or not? And if you're not, then walk away. Or you're working with Disney and Marvel on what is now one of the biggest franchises, and you should take that
all time.
Yeah, and he's making substantial amounts of money off of this. I guarantee you, he's making more off of this.
Just take like a year or two off, year and a half off. Just lay on the couch for like a year and just chillax.
Yeah, I mean,
have a beer, relax, and once you feel composed again, maybe go see a therapist.
Yeah.
Back into making
I think
movies.
he's a really great writer and he's a really great director, and I think I've loved like everything that I've seen that he's worked on.
Yeah, me too.
I'm excited to see what he does next. But yeah, I think he just needs to take some time off and
just chillax a little bit.
And next time, don't talk crap about your employer.
Especially I guess as big as Disney.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, he probably thinks that he's done with them. Maybe he did have a falling out. I mean, you got to think about it. They announced that the Russo brothers are directing Infinity Wars Part 1 and 2.
Probably a good idea to have two guys, like a team of directors working on this next set of movies, because it's going to be a handful. Like Joss Whedon broke his leg working on Age of Ultron.
Yeah, I didn't hear that. He
was just like it really broke him mentally and physically.
Yeah. Yeah, it's probably a long, hard shoot. And I'm sure there was a lot of stuff he wanted to put in the movie that Disney said no.
I hope we get a director's cut on the DVD.
Well, you heard that there was a couple scenes with Loki that got cut.
Yep.
And
apparently the rumor is like Joss's original cut was like 3.5 hours long.
Bless you. Yeah. Yeah.
So would I sit there for a 3.5 hour Avengers movie? Bet your ass I would.
Yeah. I think they made a good choice, because in theaters that's probably a little too long, but having a director's cut of that and having it on Blu-ray, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Is there anything else you want to talk about?
I think that's mostly it. We covered everything.
God, I'm so excited for the rest for Phase 3 and stuff.
We're just gonna wait till May again. Next May. Well, we got Ant-Man.
We have Ant-Man, and then Cap 3 is May of the fall. Okay,
May of next year. They're filming it right now.
So we're not getting a fall or November release this year.
We get August.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know. Well, okay. Where can we find you on the interwebs?
I'm on Twitter and Instagram at ScottyBoy, BWO, 4 Ys.
3 Ys was taken.
And you are
at Hagnerd, HAGNERD. You can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, all of that fun stuff, pretty much everywhere.
Follow both of us at Fuzzy Loaf
on Twitter.
We post some stuff from there once in a while. We did our spoiler review discussion of Age of Ultron yesterday. Check that out. Let us know what you think.
I'll throw a link in the description.
Yeah, let us know what you think about the movie. If you saw, obviously don't watch the video if you haven't seen it.
Yeah, I think we talked for like 30 seconds before we get into spoilers, but we announce we're getting into spoiler territory.
We put spoilers pretty much anywhere we can on the whole thing.
Yeah.
So watch the movie, come back, watch the video. Let us know what you think. Join the discussion. We really want to know.
Subscribe to us on YouTube. We're Fuzzy Loaf. I always want to say at Fuzzy Loaf.
Yeah.
Because of Twitter now.
Yeah.
You can just search Fuzzy
Like
Loaf.
any videos. If you do, comment. Let us know what you think about any of the junk that we talked about.
Yeah, and I'm going to try to split the long video into shorter videos. Let me know if you like that.
Yeah, we're trying to make
I want
smaller
to make
segments.
I want to make it so you can watch just specific things if that's what you want.
Make them more accessible to people.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna go see Avengers again with my roommate after this. After I blow my nose.
Yeah.
So that's it.
Yeah.
All right. I can't smell anything, so I can't smell you later. So peace out.